To give better acknowledgement to the Greenwood win, a season-opening victory all the way down at Beaufort in the Low Country over near the coast, and Chris Liner's team a 37-18 triumph. Other action, Mountain View Prep, which opened last Saturday with a 69 victory against a school from over in Conway. Tonight they were on the road taking on Southside Christian. Battle of a couple of teams that have started football during this century, and that's Jack Criswell to Jackson Connolly. It set up Ethan Reed's early touchdown, and Southside Christian had a 7-0 advantage, but a whole lot of talent on the other side. Looks like the Miami Dolphins of the 70s with that uniform. Bryson Drummond to Katie Hainsworth. Mountain View ties it up, and the Stars cruise from there. They've scored 118 points in their first 2 games of existence. They roll 49-7. Well, the rivalry showdown in Lawrence County renewed tonight at Clinton. Red Devils trying to make it 4 straight in their series against the Lawrence Raiders. After a close loss at home against Woodruff, Javen Cook off the handoff takes it in, and Clinton was rolling in the third quarter, 35-8, the Clinton D. It's been impressive during their rebirth under Corey Fountain, coming up with the interception, and when it's done, the Red Devils roll on a 60th all-time win in the series against Lawrence. They cruise by the 35-8 final.
It means a lot because we work so hard all year long, all summer long, and to be able to bounce back means a lot to these players and these coaches. Football brings communities together. Football's a hard game, life's a hard game. You learn to get knocked down and get back up, and as a community, as a football team, Clinton, the city of Clinton is resilient.
And his team was tonight 1-1 now for the Devils, 0-2 for Lawrence. Belton, Honeypath, and Greer at Dooley Field, just below the water tower in Greer. Third quarter, BHP a 20-0 advantage, and Quez Henderson, our reigning star of the year, he wants to go back-to-back just like Trent Pierman did a few years ago. Off to the races, another huge night for the senior running back, and the Bears cruise on. A third straight 0-2 start for Greer. They fall 37-7. Belton Honeypath has won 20 of their past 22 games. Well, at JL Mann, it was a huge showdown against the Gaffney Indians. An opening game for the Tribe. The Patriots trying to get to 2-0 and continue to show they are for real in a battle of top 10 teams in 5A, and Todd Summers has the recap.
It's a battle of top 10 teams in Greenville as second-ranked Gaffney goes on the road to face 6th-ranked JL Mann. 2 plays after Mann recovers a fumble, Nikias Morrison goes off the left side and into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown. Patriots up 7-zip. Midway through the first, Indians go for it on 4th and 5. Javon Gilmore is on target to Shane Davidson for a 27-yard touchdown. Extra point no good. Gaffney cuts the lead to 7-6. Early second quarter, 3 plays after an Indians block punt. Jaden McDowell scores from 3 yards out. 2-point conversion no good. Gaffney up 12-7. 5 minutes to play in the first half on a drive that includes a 3rd and 30 conversion. Javon Gilmore goes deep, and this time Chaz Smith brings it down for a 28-yard touchdown. Gaffney up 19-10 at the break. Under 5 minutes to play, third quarter, Andrew Root straight ahead, 1-yard touchdown. Gaffney extends to 27-13. Midway through the fourth, down 14, the Patriots get tricky. LaDamian Martin gets the handoff. He gives it to Keyshawn Henderson, who gives it back to McLeod Darnell, who throws deep to a wide-open Toby Wilkins for a 38-yard touchdown. Mann cuts the Gaffney lead to 27-20. A couple minutes later, McLeod Darnell airs it out again. This time, Keyshawn Henderson goes airborne, gets a foot down inbounds for the touchdown. JL Mann cuts the Gaffney lead to 7. Just under a minute and a half to go. Mann down 7. Facing 4th and goal from the 2, Obadiah Jones goes off the left side and into the end zone. Extra point good. Game tied at 34, heading to overtime. Gaffney goes first in OT. Andrew Root straight ahead. 2-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion good. Indians up 8. Indians up. First play from scrimmage for Mann. LaDamian Martin scores from 10 yards out. Mann cuts the lead to 42-40. However, the 2-point conversion is no good for the Patriots as Gaffney survives, knocking off JL Mann 42-40 in overtime.
I think it was just survival of the fittest right there. We were cramping up, they were cramping up. They made big plays, we made big plays. I guess the thing that I told you about earlier is that's our first game.
In Greenville for the High School Red Zone, I'm Todd Summers.
Huge win for Dan Jones on the road. Meanwhile, the Abbeville Panthers, Powdersville Patriots get together. They had a wild one a year ago when Abbeville rallied on Powdersville's home field for a 1-point win. Tie game in the third quarter. Carson Norman quickly changing that for the Panthers. 90 yards to start things out in the second half, and a 20-14 lead for Abbeville, trying to make it 2 out of 3 in the series against Powdersville. DeMarcus Leach to Darius Riley later in the third. That goes for a 50-yard play. Abbeville at a 26-14 lead. Xavier Mays scores for Powdersville. However, Abbeville goes on to the victory. Win number 117 against just 9 losses and a tie since 2015 for the Panthers. Fountain Inn trying to get to 2-0 for the first time in program history against the Woodruff Wolverines. They were looking to get to 2-0 after their big win at Clinton last week. Second straight road game for the Wolves, and Trey Rogers, he stumbles his way to the end zone, gives his team a 20-0 lead in the second quarter, and Woodruff trying to play better defense this year than last year. Able to gobble up a win, 30-27, 2-0 to start out, with both wins coming away from home. Eastside trying for back-to-back shutouts. They got a win on the road at Southside last week. Andre Wilcock and crew on what was homecoming on August 30th at Eastside. Well, they made the alums proud. Quay Dodd and MJ Posey taking down Anthony Young. Peyton Schrader, a nice scramble, a drive that eventually ends in a Brandon Aramillo 42-yard field goal. It made it 20-0, and the Eagles cruise past Carolina. Another shutout for them. 27-0 is the final. Palmetto and Crescent, Anderson County rivals, going at it at the home of the Mustangs. Caleb Ricketts, 39-yard connection. Samaj McCoy, guy who came over from basketball for them. That set up a Cooper Robinson touchdown for Palmetto, trying to get a victory against Crescent, and when it's done, Palmetto able to come away with a 34-28 win. They've won 7 straight in the series. Easily taking on another rival. They lost a heartbreaker against Pickens last week. Well, against Wren, tough time getting in the way of Reese Price. That's a 40-yard score, early Golden Hurricanes lead. Sadly, for one of the greatest mascots on the planet, not a whole lot to cheer for tonight. Here's Colton Bagwell. What a 1-2 punch they've got out of their backfield in Bagwell and Price. That's a 42-yarder. Price added a 35-yarder not long after that, and Wren cruising on. They go to 24-21 all-time against Easy. They've won 5 in a row against the Wave.